It's a code red for humanity. Just last week, a report published by the United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change (IPCC) revealed that humanity is changing the climate in an unprecedented way. But did we really need the UN to spell it out for us? In the past few months, the world has seen an unprecedented rise in extreme weather events. Whether in developing or developed countries, tens of thousands of people have been left homeless. Nearly 6,800 people have died in India over the past 3 years due to extreme weather events like floods, landslides, and cyclones, according to a response by the Home Ministry in the Lok Sabha. Thousands of people have been displaced. The projections are scary, but scientists and researchers have said that there is still hope. So, what can we do in the face of such cataclysmic circumstances? Why is the conversation not able to shift towards solutions? Many feel that we are too small to fix this. After all, how can we stop billions of tons of carbon dioxide from being pumped into the atmosphere every day? The Federal spoke to climate researchers and artists to understand where we are failing in communicating the ground realities to the world and what can be achieved if we put our minds to it.
It is not only left to media to be doing the communication, right? So suppose it's about rainwater harvesting. Now, if it comes from people like me and others who are experienced in it, and if our voice comes through, then it has a different set of credibility and a different potential for action, right? Not just the media. And now you can take code red and talk about the environmental issues, right? But for every issue, you have to break it down to what is it in that particular sector you need to do to be able to mitigate climate change. Now, for example, water and Meghdatu you pick up, right? Now, if people in Bangalore understand that each individual can become part of the solution, that he or she can reduce their demand for water, harvest rainwater, recycle wastewater, yeah, then that is breaking down in the water sector what your impact on climate change is.
Experts feel collaboration with civil society organizations that understand the local biodiversity and belong to the landscape from where solutions can emerge can be helpful. It is in this space that many artists have also begun to play a part in communicating how we can do our bit to mitigate climate change.
There are places around us, like say for example, the habitats around us that are constantly getting encroached, are getting developed. So I feel like this is where as citizens we can come in, where we can start becoming caretakers of the little biodiversity that's left around us. All of them can help tackle, in some small way, the larger picture that we're looking at.
Researchers believe now that it is time we need to start seeing nature and humanity as a single entity. But to build that resilience, we need to take one step at a time and see ourselves in the framework of what we would leave behind for our future generations.
Sensible citizens is a requirement for any region to ensure the integrity of the ecological integrity and the sustainability of the natural resources in the region. If we are not sensible and if we become passive in the system, naturally the political class take the advantage of that. So let us live on this earth and make other biotic organisms also live on the earth. If we do that, that is the sustainable development I talk about.
Time is running out, but even the researchers of the IPCC report believe that strong and firm decisions can make a difference, and catastrophe can be avoided if the world acts fast. All we need to do is keep fighting for the world that we have inherited, to become keepers for it in our own capacities. A Federal Report.